Today, I'm driving the Genesis GV70, this beautiful Genesis GV70, beautiful red exterior. This thing is quite impressive, but this is the 3.5 liter, so you got two options. You can get a lower trim, smaller engine, or you can get the V6 twin turbo, which is the one that we have for today's video. And on my left side, we have the BMW X3 M40i. That thing is a beast too. And this shirt has actually received some changes on the exterior and interior. Like, for example, we have the mirrors now, which kind of looks like an M. Like, what's the point of having an X3M now at this point? So you can get this and it looks like that. It looks very M-like, and even the badge at the front, it says M. So it's an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting race. They technically compete against each other in some ways. That is quite impressive, but knowing BMW, we know that they underrate the power. So here's what we have in terms of the specs. The X340i uses a 3-liter inline-6 turbocharged engine. Of course, it's an all-wheel drive, X-drive specifically, and it uses an 8-speed automatic transmission. BMW says that it makes 382 horsepower and 369 torque. It has a curb weight of 4,354 pounds. The GV70 on this side that I'm driving, it's a 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo. The engine uses, of course, an all-wheel drive system to send the power to the wheels. And that, of course, is made possible thanks to an 8-speed automatic transmission. But this makes less horsepower, 375 brake horsepower and 391 torque. This thing is pretty torquey. But it weighs 4,453 pounds, which makes it about 100 pounds heavier than the X340i. So we're going to find out how these things compare. Now, on paper, technically, that should win because it makes more horsepower, it's lighter. That's the idea. So this is going to be one of those real-world tests to see how much faster is that, or if they're actually the same. That thing has a launch. That thing has a launch activated option. This doesn't have that, but it does have a Sport Plus. We're gonna do one from a dig and one from a roll to see how these two compare and find out if the BMW it's worth the extra money, because technically the X340i is more expensive than the GV70. So it all comes down to that money value thing. My money, of course, will be on the X3. I won't lie myself and say that the GV70 might not be as fast as that, but the value you get out of the GV70, in my opinion, is still quite there for the money. The BMW will cost you more, the more options you get and so on. With the GV70, you have a bit of a more pick model, so you'd get different trim, but you don't have to keep adding features. On the X3, you need to add driver assistance package and so on. This goes based on trims. This is the highest trim you can purchase at this point. Also, this does have a self-parking mode, which is something a 7 Series was offered on this. You can park in and out with this car. So I'm gonna have Richard on that side drive the X340i, and I'm going to be driving the 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo GV70. So let's roll. Okay, Richard, mine is in drive mode into Sport Plus. I know you have to turn off the traction because otherwise you do not get any launch control. I'm gonna do the same on this thing. I'm holding it all the way through. I am ready on this side. What modes are you driving?
I have it in Sport Plus mode, traction off, TSC on, and the transmission in Sport as well.
I am ready on this side. Are you ready, sir? Yeah, this thing just, come on Genesis. Yeah, he's gone. He is gone, and he's gone quite a lot. And that's the Jesus Christ. That it's just so quick. That GV70 is not as fast. This GV70 is not as fast. A little bit closer. Yeah, but he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Oh, that X340. It is quick. That thing, it's 0.2 slower than an X3M comp. That just shows you how crazy that thing is. And 382 horsepower is not what that car makes. That makes 4 to the crank, I'd say. 400 to the crank. You could easily say that you don't make 382. I would just say 400 to the wheels.
Yeah, 382 to BMW is probably 380 to the wheels.
That's just crazy. Like, it's just insane to me. But nonetheless, like, it's just crazy stuff. No, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a manual transmission roll.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do in manual shifting to see first, second gear, and then you know the drill, right?
This is the manual. Let me just put the beautiful rev counter on the heads-up display.
Of course you did. Mine is in first. Let's roll then. Second gear. Oh, it shifted itself. Oh, there's no hope. There isn't. Jesus Christ. I think you could land an Airbus in between you and I. That's how much this thing just, I shifted and it didn't allow. Like, having it in manual mode on this is just horrible. It was like the turbo lag kicking in and it just died. Hey, listen, man, it was a lot of fun, but like, it is more expensive to buy the X340i.
Yeah, that is fair. This is a lot more expensive. So that did pretty good for the price.
Yeah, for the price point, I think it did pretty well. But yeah, thanks for the help, man. Well, that was it, guys. I mean, you'd expect that the X340i would win. Like, that was the entire point. The X340i, it's quick. I drove that, and it's just, it launches like never. No CUV or compact SUV, whatever you call it, it does that. That thing launches like insane. Even the 43 AMGs will not launch. The 53 AMGs will not launch like that. That thing is pretty quick, and being just 0.2 seconds slower than an X3 comp, honestly, if you're really looking about buying one, that would be a better choice for money wise, because it's just, the thing is that the X3 comp does have a twin turbo. That doesn't. It's just a turbocharged twin scroll kind of thing. So it's not really twin turbo the same way as that one. But nonetheless, it was a lot of fun. I think it's quick. It's really quick. And the fact that now it has those mirrors, the exhaust looking, and the taillights and all that thing just combines that beautiful M experience all in. It's insane. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.